Hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm the owner of Stories Dance Company, and today I'm going to talk to you about a few things I do as a studio owner to make my dance studio so affordable. So I want to start by naming my cost prices as quickly as I can. I'm apologizing in advance. I do have a little bit of ADHD, so sometimes my brain jumps from thing to thing. I'm going to try not to do that and get straight to the point. My dance classes start out at $20 a month. If you're a toddler, your cost is only $15 a month because your classes or shorter time. If you want to know more about that, you can ask below and I'll make that a separate video. Classes start at $20 a month, and each class after that is only an extra $10. If you're in 5 classes, it's only $60 a month. Now, if you have more than one kid in dance, kind of the same thing. Only $20 for the first child. Each kid after that is only $10. And then you add an extra $10 for every extra class they do. So if you have 2 kids and they're each in 2 classes, it's $50. If you have more questions about that, again, I would love to make a separate video on just the pricing of my studio. Next, for dance recital, it does not matter what style of dance you're in, every single body wears a pair of black jazz shoes. No matter if you're in the pom class, you're in the hip hop class, the jazz class, the lyrical class, or the ballet class. I do have an acro class, which is my 6th class I currently offer. That's the only class you don't wear jazz shoes because you just don't wear shoes for acro. Because we perform on a gymnasium floor and I don't want to risk that. You dance on mats instead. So yeah, everyone wears black jazz shoes. Black jazz shoes, I feel like, are universal. They work for every style of dance, really. They match everything. And you can get them on Amazon for usually around $20 to $25, sometimes even cheaper. And then for costumes, each kid only needs 1 costume for a recital. We do other performances throughout the years, and if you would like to know more about those and what we do for costumes for those, I would love to explain. But for our big dance recital, we do like production numbers. So it's like, it tells a story. This year we're doing a Clue theme, so I'll have the different Clue characters and everybody else will be like waiters. So for example, the waiters are just gonna wear black leggings and like a white long sleeve shirt, and we're probably gonna add some bling to them. For those who want bling, if they don't want bling, they don't have to. And then their black jazz shoes and their hair, as long as it's neatly put up, I'm okay with it. And then for the main characters, I have this whole entire office. There's a bunch of costumes back there. I have a bunch of costume stuff here. That's more costume stuff in there. There's this whole room full of costume. The stuff on the back of this door too. I have just all these dance costumes. A lot of these were either mine, my 2 little sisters did dance for a little bit, or these were costumes that were donated to me. I have a dance donation bin where people can donate their old dance costumes, old uniforms, even old Halloween costumes if you have those. And like their old dance shoes, their old, like, if you have like a good pair of like workout tennis shoes, that's always helpful. Dance tights, leotard, hair accessories, anything you can imagine that a dancer would need. Dance bags. I've got quite a few donations this year. People just give stuff to me, and most of it I keep here and it stays within the studio so that we can use it for recital and kids don't have to buy costumes. I don't charge a renting fee or anything. I just hold on to the costume until it's time to take a picture. They wear it, I get it back. Then they wear it for dance recital, I get it back. Or a lot of times we DIY the costumes so they have most of the pieces at home. And if we need to, we can always, I've gone to the dollar store and Walmart and Amazon for a few cheap pieces before. If you would like to know more about the donation bin, please leave a comment below and I can share the P.O. box with you, because we can always use more donations for our performances. And for dance recitals, here in town, this local school lets us use their school gymnasium for free. So that way I'm not being charged a renter's fee like you would like in a theater to use it. And a gym floor, isn't always the best for some style, but ours is actually pretty good. And so it works. But then that way we have as much seating as we possibly need, a gigantic, stage to work with. And we even have a cafeteria access. So when we do our little after party at each recital. So there's no fees there, so there's no reason to charge the kids a recital fee. I don't have to charge people to come to recital. Every performance we do, it's free to watch. Some of them we do at our church, in the church on their stage. Sometimes we do it in the church yard. We perform at a lot of local town events. If there's a parade, we're going to dance in it. We make this affordable so parents don't have to pay extra money. And one more thing I'm going to talk about how I make my studio affordable is we do not do dance competitions. I grew up as a competitive dancer, and though I did love it for a while, as an adult I began to grow to hate it. And that's because I unfortunately saw some ugly sides of it. But I have nothing against it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I just personally, that's not the route I take. I'm more performance and production, theater, Broadway type style, and more about having fun. That's why we do parades and we do little things around the community versus compete. And also competition is just way too expensive. Most people can't afford it, unfortunately. But So if you're looking for a competitive studio, I am not it for you, but if you want to travel and perform in like parades and different performances and get out in your community and even in some local towns, I might be a fit for you. But the main reason I'm able to do all this so affordable, like why my classes themselves are so cheap, is because of TikTok. So thanks to you guys watching my video, you like, you comment, you share, you repost, you do anything, you interact with me anyhow, you follow me. I do get paid from TikTok. And that way I'm able to afford very cheap dance lessons. And I can still, you buy groceries for myself and, have food and water and stuff. And also, sometimes if I get a little extra money from TikTok, I use that money to buy extra things for the studio. Like, I buy, exercise equipment, I buy mats. I'm working on buying, a dance floor to put over the carpet. And I'm also putting some back because I eventually want to buy my own building, but that would probably be a few years down the road. I don't currently own the building I'm using, but that's okay. So as long as you guys on TikTok keep supporting and liking, I'm going to keep providing dance as affordable as I can for as long as I can. Now, I want to end this video by saying that this is something that's near and dear to my heart. If you would like to know the backstory of that, I would love to tell you more. And this is something that I'm working that I can hopefully spread globally. I am working on online classes that are only going to be $5 a month per class you want to do. If you want to know more about that, I'll make a separate video. Some of you might have done the online classes before. I'm sorry I had to shut it down for so long, but I had so much going on in my life, I just didn't have the time. But now I let some things go and I have more time again. I am going to continue to share my idea. I would eventually love to travel and, go to lower income places and even countries and do free dance convention, free dance classes for a day, dance camps, things like that for fun in different communities for kids who can't even afford as low as my prices are, because there's people out there like that, and especially in other countries and stuff. And I'm also going to be working on a lot more projects with that. I also want to work on getting dance to adults who want to dance as well, who maybe never got the chance and who maybe feel awkward about it. I also want to be able to provide a safe space for them as well. So there's some of my ideas. Like I said, I'm going to be continuing to share a lot more about my journey and stuff. If you guys have any questions at all or have any good advice, tips that can help me continue to make this affordable, or any tips and advice to help me make this a better place for my dance students, I'm all ears. It is my company's second year in person, but my company has been established since October of 21 when I started the online classes. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thank you to everybody who helps supports me in my studio. Thank you to my church. They give me a lot of support. My parents, my siblings, all of my dance families. I love you guys, and I'm excited for dance to start up next week.